China's fourth manned spaceflight mission got underway on the weekend when a Long March 2F rocket blasted off from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in central China. On board the Shenzhou-9 spacecraft were 3 astronauts, including China's first female astronaut, Liu Yang. She and her male colleagues, Jing Haipeng and Liu Wang, have successfully performed a docking maneuver with the Tiangong-1 Space Lab that's been in orbit since late last year. The mission, which is expected to last 10 days, comes just 9 years after China sent its first astronaut into space. The mission is seen as a milestone for China's space program, which has stated it aims to have a fully functioning space station by 2020. Shan'guang, who's head of China's Astronaut Center, said the success of the Shenzhou-9 mission would not only demonstrate progress in manned docking techniques, as seen already, but also prove that China was able to support a relatively long spaceflight. And in fact, another manned spaceflight is already planned before the end of the year. So how are Chinese net users reacting to this exciting development in China's space program, and what particular significance do they think this spaceflight mission will have? Let's cross over now to our researcher, Julia Liu, in the newsroom to find out. So, Julia, this landmark mission is certainly dominating the news headlines here in China and indeed around the world. And it's certainly a welcome good news story. So what are net users saying?
Well, of course, there's huge interest, and from what I have seen on the internet, the vast majority of net users seem to be really happy. I'd say pride is the dominating emotion shown after the successful launching of Shenzhou-9. Comments like "congratulations" or "I'm really excited to see this launching, it's so great" are really common all over the internet. And besides this, some net users, including this one from scnews.com, also want to express their feelings about the country's technology development overall. He says, "I'm really happy to see this successful launch. And in my view, I think it proves that China has made a great achievement with its space program. And in the future, we will achieve even more." However, this is the internet, and there are always some ready to complain, like this post from cub.china.com. "I just can't understand why so many people feel happy about this launch. We have successfully launched the Shenzhou-1 to Shenzhou-9, but what is the significance? We still have to face rising house prices and oil prices. Anything different there?" And some even managed to drag nationalist complaints about sovereignty issues into this discussion. Pa Lan Sa Si Cheng says, "Don't try to tell me how great the launching of Shenzhou-9 is. To me, even if China had already successfully landed on the moon, I still wouldn't feel excited. Why? Because it still doesn't hide the fact that we can't walk on our own islands." But there are also those who have an answer for the complaints. "I think the minds of some people have been twisted. No matter what things our country achieves, all they are capable of is complaining. But under those conditions, how can a country develop?"
Okay, Julia, let's move on to a unique aspect of this Shenzhou-9 mission. Major Liu Yang has now become China's first female astronaut. I presume there's plenty being said about that. What's particularly caught the interest of net users?
Well, before answering that question, I have to say the Chinese media is certainly paying a lot of attention to this first female astronaut. Even before the launch, the media hype had begun, and reporters went everywhere, to Liu's family and friends, to her schools, to her hometown, anywhere they might find information about her. But apart from the media's interest, and after watching the launch video, I think most net users have really taken a really friendly attitude to this woman. And some even think Liu is a little cute, despite being a major in the army, from what they've seen her doing in the spacecraft. Like this one from Weibo.com, who says, "Have you watched the docking? Liu Yang was just smiling. It's really nice." And this poster, 弱水心怡, also expresses her respect for this first female astronaut, saying, "After watching the launch, I think Liu is also a hero, and I admire her courage." While also some net users, including this one, feel a little concerned over her physical condition, saying, "As far as I can tell, Liu looks very tired after the docking, and the swelling on her face looks more serious than those 2 male astronauts. Is that something that's okay? I feel a little worried about her health." However, there are also some who feel the whole media hype of surrounding Liu has gone too far, like this one called 有小五的日子, who says, Why do the media always have to exaggerate so much? It's only a job and Liu only wants to do her own job well. Don't go over the top. And it seems that this poster, 维他命矿物质, also has a similar feeling. He says, I think when foreigners see such reports, they'll feel it's a little strange. Yes, everybody feels excited about the successful launch, but do we really need to make the reports like this? And look at what the local government has done. In my opinion, they just want to take advantage of Liu's performance to make some profit.
Okay, we've heard official spokespersons for the space program emphasizing that this mission will be a milestone for that program. But what about net users? What significance do they think this successful mission will bring for the future of the whole program?
Well, in terms of this, I think net users see three main aspects of this. First, obviously related to the development of the space industry. And this is what this poster, 中国新青年, has to say. I think space technology will be crucially important to each country for future development. And one of the most important effects this successful launch has had is that it makes possible for China to have its own space station. And in my view, that will help us better explore the whole universe. While this poster, Ma Liang 34 from Tianya.com, sees more immediate practical goals. I think the significance of this mission is that it could provide unlimited possibilities people may not currently imagine. For example, once they had set up a space station, the US brought watermelon seeds to germinate, and they became really much bigger. What else can we do? I think it's really worth looking forward to. Finally, this poster mentions the military aspect, saying, although we always stress that our goal is peaceful development, when faced with the militarization of space by the US, I think China should also need to do more. And with the successful launching of Shenzhou-9, I think it means that the full-time combat capability and military strategic reconnaissance of the PLA will both be strengthened in the future, and it will also be helpful for anti-missile and satellite operations.
I'm sure most Chinese people will be hoping for more than giant watermelons and space wars from the program, and I'm sure that's what they'll get. Thanks for that, Julie.